Hey folks, it's Patriot Nurse, and I want to give you an update as to what I woke up to this morning. What I woke up to this morning was a sea of demonetized videos. Somebody over in YouTube world got pretty triggered and decided that 8 years of my life was effectively worthless, and that the agreement that they'd made with me to give me some little bit of compensation for my efforts essentially was nullified. And what does this mean for you? So first off, I am so grateful for my Patreon supporters because you guys really, you heard the call and you came in there to support me, whether it's $1 a month or $5 or 20 or my $50 a month subscribers. Thank you so much. It's become very important now. Also, I did not violate any community standards. I didn't do anything wrong. Okay. I didn't do anything wrong. There's no one that I can call. There's no one that I can't appeal it. In some cases, when they, take the monetization away, you can appeal it. It was instantaneously, everything was just blocked. Like not eligible for monetization. No one called, no one to appeal, nothing. I did nothing wrong. And a lot of the videos that were demonetized were medical specific or history specific. They were not gun specific. So, it's very troubling, of course, but I had a feeling, and I'm really, really glad that the Lord, I really believe the Lord gave me an insight to prepare with Patreon. And folks, I want you to understand that at some point, God forbid, I may not be able to reach you on YouTube, but Lord willing, I'm going to be able to reach you in some way, shape, or form on Patreon. And that's my plan, is to continue to do that. With the way that YouTube is doing things, it is unjust, it is immoral, and I could go into why it is that certain current events happen, but to be honest, folks, you've got some very unjust, immoral, and wicked people who are running that. And for people like me who have put in a lot of energy, I look back on my life for the past 80 years and I look at it in many cases in terms of the videos that I made and where I was at my life and what I was doing when I made many of those videos. And it's just, I won't say heartbreaking, but it's a very, very hollow, sad feeling to see that. Because I would never do something like that to someone, but they would. So Patreon is going to be my primary way to reach you guys in the future. And I'm going to continue, to put the videos up on YouTube as long as I can, as long as they will allow me to. But I would appreciate, folks, if you would consider it, to chip in $1 a month if you find value in the videos. One thing that I think that we've gotten away from in the past 20, 30 years is that information is not free. We used to value people who gave us information. Now there's an abundance of information, but wisdom is very, very scarce. And something people may say and complain about folks like me asking people to contribute $1 a month, but I want you perhaps to consider something. Okay, my nursing degree, my education was not free. The money, the time, the energy that I've spent going overseas, working in third world places, learning things about how the grid functions, how the medical infrastructure functions when the grid is down, that was not free. The blood, sweat, tears, time, energy that I've spent holding hands while people died, transferring babies, right after they've been born. Nurses don't catch. Nurse midwives catch. Nurses don't catch, unless of course they're out of the room, which happens quite a lot sometimes. But all of these things were not free, and the experiences that I have gained and the knowledge that I have learned, it came to me at a great cost. And $1 a month, when you consider all of that, that's actually a pretty decent deal, I think, personally. You may think differently. If you can't afford to chip in $1 a month, I would ask that you support me in prayer, because we definitely need that right now. People who are in the public eye, people who have channels, who voice constitutional ideals. Wow, it's hard hearing myself talk this way. People who voice constitutional ideals, limited government, self-sufficiency, independence. We're the enemy now. How about that? So Patreon is going to be my primary way to be able to reach out and interact with you guys. And if you haven't already made your way over there, let me encourage you to do so. And for those of you who are my Patreon supporters, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, guys, it means so much to me that you would consider doing that. And it's very humbling. It's very humbling. And it evokes a lot of emotions in me that I don't want to get into on camera because then all the makeup's going to run and blah. But thank you very much. And I just want to let you guys know what's going on. So if you haven't made your way on over to Patreon, let me encourage you to do that, please. For $1 a month, you'll still have access to the videos and to the posts and to the feeds. For $5 a month, of course, you have access to the videos, but you also get my end of the month newsletter where I go over preparedness related topics, medical preparedness related topics, Second Amendment issues, political issues. And that's the thing, nowadays on YouTube, it's like if you even venture into political land, then you're demonetized. If you mention anything about firearms, then you're demonetized, and we may get your channel banned. Like it's horrendous. So that is my way at this point to be able to communicate with you guys. If God forbid the channel is taken down, God forbid. But what do we know about preparedness? Like one plan is okay, but two plans is better, and that's where I'm headed to. So I hope it was helpful for y'all. Thanks so much. I appreciate you. If you can't afford $1 a month, please support me in prayer, because that is worth a lot. Hope it was helpful for you. For now, it's Patriot Nurse signing off, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.